Yeah, let's hit some tier talk, dude.
Oh, we got a good tier talk for you. Do you know tier talk?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tier talk for those that don't know who might be joining in. Mr. and Mrs. Levis, who were probably tuned in. Tier talk, we're going to tier a system here. 3 all the way up to 1. In that order, you give a little description of why you like your tier 3, your tier 2, your tier 1. You can also have an honorable mention if they just missed the cut. The tier talk today will be Mayo combinations. Mayo combinations.
All right.
So whether it's the way you like to use mayo the most
Sure.
will be our tier talk.
Okay.
Taylor?
Ooh, is it a draft? It's like, yeah, okay.
No, it's not a draft.
So, Jeff, you're going to start at your
list.
3.
Go.
So I don't know a whole lot about Mayo. No disrespect to your game, Will.
If you don't know Mayo, it's just disrespectful to Will.
He's a Mayo guy. So I didn't. When this tier talk was presented to me, I jumped around a little bit. But my tier 3, and it's gonna take me back to bourbon steak a little bit, or you go to those kind of fancy restaurants. And they got the fries come out, and it's not your basic sauce, but they bring out an aioli on you, specifically the garlic aioli.
Ooh.
Anybody who's watched the show for a long time knows
talk
your boy loves to fight bad breath
dirty too
with a lot of garlic.
Yes.
And so tier 3 is going to go to garlic aioli, which is a combination with mayo.
Have you tried to have like a flank steak or something like that with a garlic aioli? That was like our family, one of our staples as a family. Like my mom it would be like our little fancy addition to the steak we had for that night.
Yeah.
A little garlic aioli on the side.
Which
really good.
You bring up a good point. When you go to a steakhouse and it's like a faux pas to like ask for a sauce.
Exactly.
It's like, that's dead.
Yeah.
That's got to be completely dead. Like, what are all the sauces you have? Okay, everything but the blue cheese, bring it to me. And I want to dip, and I want to try to take out all the sauces with this one steak and figure it out. So that's my tier 3. My tier 2 is a nostalgic tier 2 for me, and that is Chipotle mayo. I think Chipotle mayo is fantastic. You go to Subway as a child and you get the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. I would get the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sauce, and then I would add the Chipotle mayo, which just added a little extra oomph to it, making one of the best sandwiches of my childhood. And then I went a little rogue on my tier 1. I went a little rogue. I find it when you combine mayonnaise with sour cream, buttermilk, dried dill weed, dried parsley, dried chives, onion powder, garlic powder, fine sea salt, and finally cracked pepper. And you mix it all together, what do you get?
Ranch.
You get ranch. So my tier 1 of mayo combination is going to go
to ranch.
It's a great list. It's a great list.
That is my...
And what you've brought to the attention to a lot of people here today is very important, which is mayo is the base and used in so many other great sauces and dips that people always say they love, even though they say they might hate mayonnaise.
1,000%.
Which is just a stigma I've been trying to crush the last couple of years. So I'm starting to.
We're doing your workout here, baby. We're doing your workout
on the front lines, and this podcast will back you.
We now after tier talk, whoever went, we go around the room and we give one word. Will, we'll start with you.
Tasty.
Saucy.
Yummy.
Veteran.
Solid.
Good. Hall of Fame hyphenated.
That went way better than I expected.
Yes,
that went way better than I expected.
All right. My tier 3, and it shares with yours, but just aioli in general. I feel like anytime you're going through a menu and you see aioli in the description for whatever reason, you might not even know if you like aioli, but it sounds nice. It sounds interesting. It sounds unique. But any type of aioli where you're mixing mayo, I think is listen, I love fucking mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise.
Did you guys read
Patty
that?
mayonnaise was where the love started. My tier 2.
That's gotta never come back.
My tier 2 is mixing mayo with ketchup. Anytime I have fries. Obviously, if you're at your bourbons or your nice steakhouses where they have an aioli to come out with it, that is great. But anytime I have fries, I want mayo, I want ketchup. I would say 2 parts mayo, 1 part ketchup.
I think that's right.
2 parts mayo, 1 part ketchup. Do you know in Europe, I think it's European, but they bring out both ketchup and mayo together. The little glass. I think America needs to adopt that. I think we need to take it on basically everywhere we go. My tier 1, simply put, sandwiches. Any sandwich. I can have mayo on the sandwich that's already on there, but I want extra mayo that I can squeeze onto the sandwich. That's how horny I get for mayo. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's my tier talk. Hey, listen, helmets.
Wholesome.
Horny.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear.
Overload.
Cream.
Horny 2 times.
All right.
Patty.
Iconic.
That's a good little deal.
I know, I felt good.
Gotta feel tough.
True to
bro.
myself.
Gotta feel tough. That
I know I kind of generalized
good tier
everything,
talks.
All right.
but I love it.
Well, I mean, you took a couple of mine. I think the aioli route's safe. And sandwiches in general, I've always been a believer. There's really no American sub that can go without mayo. I'm going to go number 3. I'm going to stick to my New England roots, even though I am a hot lobster roll guy. But a nice cold lobster roll is always made and tossed with some mayo.
Okay.
People forget that, all your like kind of, chicken salads, all those kind of salads. But I'm going to do lobster salad. I'm going to go a lobster roll tossed in mayo on a bun with some lettuce. Then all that's going to hit.
That's good.
Number 2, I'm going buffalo chicken dip. Yeah, there's always big base of mayo that is included in a buffalo chicken dip. That is your Sunday, Saturday, amazing dip appetizer. That's a staple at any kind of tailgate. You got to have that. And at number 1, I'm going to say a burger. I think my classic best burger, like all-American burger that, you can't go wrong with, is a bacon cheeseburger with lettuce, tomato, mayo. And onion, if you like onion. I sometimes onion, sometimes
Love
not.
onion.
I do too, but sometimes yes, sometimes no. But I feel like that is
Raw.
that is the
onion.
burger. I grew up on my mom's pregnant craving was a Wendy's Baconator, and I would go into the drive-thru with her as an 8-year-old and smack probably 4 or 5 junior bacon cheeseburgers, and that is the junior bacon cheeseburger recipe, and that's how I've made my burgers and ordered them whenever I can my entire life. So
fucking go.
that's my list.
Elite.
Great job.
Elite.
Great job. I would take the bacon off the burger. I'm more of a purist, but you're so right about even the burger.
Okay.
One word, Will. One word.
Sorry. I love you. Fantastic.
Elite.
Serendipitous.
Wow.
Hyphenated my QB.
OG. Mount Rushmore.
Wow.
Really good.
Good tier talk. I'm so
Of all
hungry.
Bussin. All of our
Really?
tier talks.
That was really good.
That's emotional.
That's emotional, but let him feel it. Let him feel
No
all the
doubt,
emotions
no
right
doubt,
now.
no doubt.
Let him feel all the emotions.
Let's slow down.
Fed a lot
About
of onions.
onions. Twist the
Hey,
question.
that's a good question though. Raw or grilled?
I like both. There's a place for both.
Raw.
I think raw on burgers though.
More of
yeah.
a place for raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, raw is the move.
Mhm.
More texture. It's better.
And I love how you went with the colder lobster roll, because a lot of people like the warm one with the butter and everything else, but I'm always second guessing that pick because mayo is on the fucking colder one.
But I would say I do
Just
prefer the
excited.
hot.
I didn't know you loved mayo like this. I knew you liked mayo, but man, seeing this is wild.
Yeah, mayo's my favorite condiment.
All right.
Mayo's my favorite condiment. Even when we were at what was it, Joey's Oyster?
Oh yeah.
The cold one, the lobster roll.
Place was fine.
Fire.
God, great tier talk. Great tier talk.
Great tier talk.